Hi guys, Josh here. Thank you for checking out this YouTube video. So today I wanted to do a quick apartment tour of my place here in Tokyo. After this video, after some of the clips I show, I want to go into a little more details in terms of what it was like finding this place as well as what are the costs. So without further ado, let's jump into the video. So hello, welcome to my apartment. As you can see, there's not too much going on whenever you first walk in. It leads straight to the kitchen. To the left here is a storage closet for things like shoes, as well as the electrical breaker for the apartment. To the right is the washing machine, as well as some additional storage above. Just a fun fact, in Japan, most people do not have a dryer. They only have a washer, and they still hang up their clothes to dry. So next is the kitchen. As you can see, it's quite basic. There's not so much counter space, and then there's a 2-burner stove top that I have, as well as the fridge in the corner. Of course, there is some storage below and above this space as well. So next is this device right here. So this device basically controls the heat for whenever you're going to use hot water for taking a bath, shower, or for using dishes. And this is what it sounds like. So yeah, that's about it. It's quite basic. Again, whenever you're usually going to take a shower or a bath, you would turn this on. There's also some additional settings underneath. Much like the kitchen, the bathroom is quite small, but it has what is needed to get the job done. Of course, the Japanese style toilet, as well as the shower. The shower is also quite interesting because there is a function where you can hang up your clothes and dry it with an internal heater. So lastly, this is the main room of the apartment. As you can see, there's not so much space. To the left here is the control panel for whenever people visit your apartment. You can see them and speak to them through this panel, as well as let them into your apartment to come up. Of course, I have the bed space, as well as a small entertainment section, and my work from home station. So I hope that you've enjoyed this video thus far. As mentioned in the beginning, I wanted to do a little bit more details now in this section, just to give a little more understanding of what it was like finding this place, as well as what are the costs and the breakdown for living in Tokyo. So there's actually a lot of foreign-friendly real estate agencies within Japan, especially within Tokyo. The one that I actually went with was the company called Real Estate Japan. Within Real Estate Japan, they actually have a foreign-friendly branch that's able to help out foreigners or people who do not speak Japanese. The main reason that I actually chose this agency was because of the English use and because I was able to get my apartment while I was still in the US before coming to Japan. So actually a lot of companies, they required you to already be in Japan. But for me, just at the time whenever I already secured my job here and before I moved here, I thought it would be easier if I could go ahead and secure the apartment. Just a word of advice, I would definitely recommend doing your due diligence and doing a lot of research in terms of the real estate agencies whenever you're trying to find a place. Again, it's going to come down to your preference of what you're looking for. Some agencies will have a lot of different apartments that you can't find on another site. So definitely research and just try to find what you really need and want before you come here. This apartment is considered a 1K. In Japan, they have a lot of different layouts for apartments. Basically, 1K means you have the one room along with a kitchen. They have other kind of styles as well, like a 1LDK, which means one living room, dining room, kitchen. 2LDK, 2DK, so on and so forth. So of course it really depends on what you're looking for and again how much you're willing to pay. Before getting into my actual monthly payment, I wanted to just let you know in advance as well that whenever you move to Japan and whenever you find an apartment, you have to pay a lot of fees up front. These fees usually will cost 2 to 3 times the actual monthly cost, sometimes even more depending on how new the apartment is, which area of Tokyo you're in, so on and so forth. The reason for these costs, they usually have different fees. So for example, one of these fees is called a management fee, and another one is called a key money or key deposit. And again, these usually will cost the same amount of your monthly cost. Sometimes they might even cost more. To this day, I still don't fully understand the reason for these fees, but it's kind of a normal practice here in Japan. So for my rent, I'm paying around 95,000 Japanese yen per month. That's roughly around 880 US dollars. This is actually without the utilities, so without the gas, the water, the electricity. With those included, it's going to cost upwards of around $100 or more. So roughly I'm actually paying around 1,000 US dollars per month. When it comes to house searching or apartment searching in Japan, again, it's really going to come down to preference in terms of what you're looking for. I know there's the stigma out there that a lot of apartments in Japan are really small and they cost a lot. For the most part, that's true, especially in Tokyo. However, for me personally, this apartment is actually 15 to 20 minutes away from my office location. I would say that it's kind of central of Tokyo as well. But for me, I prefer to be able to be closer to my office and also be closer to the city, just because it's more convenient for me. However, I do have some friends who choose to live a little further away from the city because they're going to be able to have a bigger apartment as well as lower costs usually. So again, definitely look into what is your priorities, what are your preferences when it comes to searching for a place in Japan. Anyways, I hope that this video was helpful and gave you some insight into what it's like living in Japan as well as the costs of an apartment. If you did enjoy it, please feel free to like and subscribe. It would be greatly appreciated. Please also drop a comment down below if you have any other additional questions or if there's something that you would like to see in the future for some of my videos. I'd be more than happy to get any recommendations. Until next time, peace.